Alright guys, what's up? In this video we're going to get to some of the funner things, which is the lift kit, the wheel spacers, and the tires and wheels, being able to fit them and see how well they fit. I'm not too sure yet. So first things first, you got to lift it up to fit these the wheels. So went on eBay because this is a budget build after all. There's no need because I don't plan on really keeping it that long, I don't think. So I went with a 2-inch lift kit here. This one's cheap, but I actually really like the way this one mounts up. It actually mounts up. This is the front bracket. It mounts up from the top. I think this is going to go into where the carrier bolt is, and then this is going to be the stock location on top and the new shock location down here on the bottom. Seems very sturdy, and it should be very sturdy, so see how that goes. I'm going to get installing that here in a second. Wheel spacers. Just went and got a set of 1.5-inch wheel spacers all the way around. And I know they're high quality because it... right there, high quality. Can't argue with that. So yeah, these wheel spacers are just that, aluminum. They're not the hub centric, but they are beveled. And for tires, of course, I'm going to be running the 30x10 Monster Mayhems. Like I said, they got good, very good tread on them. I was happy with them on the Razor. They were just really rough for Razor, so with the lighter four, I'm not too worried about it. And to pair that up, you guys know I'm kind of still a sucker for these wheels. These are the ITP Deltas. But the thing with these now is that this is the 14-inch. I've never had a set of 14-inch wheels, and they just released these not too long ago. So went back with this. I did not go with the SRA all the way around just because I did want to change it up a bit. I've already got a Rancher out there on solid rear axle rims all the way around. Just changing things up kind of per build I do just to kind of fit the style of it. But these are the 14s. They're heavy, so they're not going to float if I do get in the water and everything, or it's going to help with flotation when I do get in the water. Pretty excited about these. These are still an all-time favorite go-to mud riding rim. So we'll see what happens. But first things first is we're going to take these and go get them mounted up real quick. So then this is the before, and after we get done, I guess it'll be the after. So let's get a little bit of quick ground clearance numbers. I don't like going down this skid plate because there's so many other spots, so just a good reference point we'll just say is at the bottom of this, which is 21.5. And then here in the back, we'll just go to that spot at 10.25. Even though, of course, it's way less than that, but at least we'll see what this little eBay lift kit will lift it. Do it. Okay, so this rear lift kit was a little bit squirrely installing it. This had to be lined up just right, and it had to be set back, so I ended up installing the top bolt for the shock first, so I could go ahead and get that one in there since the head of the bolt is on that side and the nuts on this side. That just threads into the factory location on that bottom bolt, and that one goes right there on the diff mount. Overall, it did good. You can see the difference between the stock location down there with the bolt up to the new one. So let's go ahead and get these wheel spacers installed. Got them mounted. Everything is ready to go and bolt back on. They definitely look really nice. They're pretty heavy. They're 54 pounds of tire and wheel because they are the steel wheels and they are set at 30. So we're going to see how well they fit and clear. Might have to do some trimming. Might have to do some bending. Let's get them mounted up. Gonna have to lift this sucker way up more than I thought. Okay, so we got the fronts on. The fronts should clear pretty good. Just got to see how much room I got right here, because this one's kind of pushed back, I guess. That's an easy bracket adjustment. This one here is pushed in, so I just got to take that metal tab bracket back in there and slide that back so that the fronts will clear once I get about, say, that much clearance on this side. The backs, on the other hand, they're, I'm gonna take this bracket right here because it's hitting pretty bad. I mean, it's, I kind of can't even really put them on the spacer. Okay, so now this is where we're picking up as far as tire fitment. Like I said before, this is kind of, I already unbolted it, but it is just, it's all the way in there. So it's not that bad, other than these bars back here. You can see there, I mean, they're just rubbing. The other side, this side wasn't that bad, or this bar wasn't that bad. It's kind of out of the way. I still want to kind of keep them right here to support. I could get some of those strong made floorboards or something, but I just don't want to do that just yet because I kind of like the clean factory look of tucking them in here, because these are massive. So as far as these go, I think I'm just going to cut it right here and then take the piece out a little bit and fold it up and then do a weld right here. So it's just going to pull it in more and also maintain the factory parts here. So on the other side, as far as the floorboard goes, I've already addressed that side. This side's done as far as the floorboard. So what I did was obviously took it off and trimmed up this whole piece right here, and then I trimmed up just a little bit on the cap right here and made another cut, and then folded this up and drilled a new hole and bolted it up there. So what that did is pulled it forward as much as it could right here, and then trim this up just because that's going to hit at least on the other side. So I got a little bit of room there. That's clear. And this rear shock is worn out, so when I do end up putting a spring spacer in the back, it's going to ride probably about there, and then help clear it even more. So there you can kind of see the amount of clearance it's got. Not much, but it's not gonna hit. It's just enough. That's all you need. I still got to cut the bar back here in the back. Overall, that's other than the bar, that's how it's gonna look. That's how it's gonna fit. Nice clean lines. I did this actually with just a razor blade, because I've got a belt sander that I was gonna take and finally trim it up real nice and smooth, but it still might, just to get that nice smooth constant line. And this is the result of what I was talking about. Take that, just overlapped it, did a little quick tack weld, also pushed this in and tack welded it right there. So now that's strong and sturdy, and it's definitely cleared out of the way now. Actually cut this and moved it forward 1.25 inches. So I gained 1.25 inches of clearance right there. And the result on this side is all good. Okay guys, and this is how I'm gonna leave it for now. Next up is probably be snorkel and the gear reduction. It depends on if I just sell it. Like I said, I kind of bought it just to flip it, so but now it's kind of turning into something a little bit more. I'm kind of falling in love with it. The thing's sitting up real high. I actually gained 2 3/4 inches in the rear, and then I gained about the same in the front, maybe just a tad bit more. I think it was like 3 inches at the part there. Everything is fitting beautifully. Thing is sitting up very high now. Like I said, I'm probably gonna add this spring spacer in the rear. This is one of my last snorkel plates that I had made. It's 1.5 inches though, and I don't really like 1.5 inches, especially on one this kind of tall and beefed up. But I mean, the sucker, like I said, is big. All the dash and everything. Still waiting on end caps. That'll be in the next video, but the whole dash and everything is nice and complete. So kind of go over a little bit more in detail later on. Like I said, I still got to try and trim that out, but got those 14-inch black deltas with the black lug nuts and black center caps. Everything else is clearing just fine. In the next video, I'll get it out and drive it around. I'm actually leaving for a week or so soon, and so yeah, kind of take a little break, but gonna be happier with it. Sucker looks real good for an older four-wheeler. Like, the thing is just sitting right. I'm kind of really glad I went with the regular rims in the front with just the 1.5 wheel spacers all the way around. The offset fitment is wonderful. You guys, appreciate you watching this one. I know you guys like the Hondas. You guys like the even the Rancher on the first build I did. Really liking this. Next is also a winch. I got a 3,500 pound winch. I'm gonna replace that little 1,500 or 2,000 pound winch with. But guys, I appreciate it. Stay tuned.